It's your boy Cosmic Leo. I know I'm fucked up, but we ain't gonna talk about that because only the ego cares about this. And that's what I'm here to talk about today. The difference between the higher self and the ego. So go ahead, tune in, tune in. Don't get no popcorn, don't eat nothing because whatever you eating is a distraction from the information I'm giving out. In this video, this consciousness will give out quality information. Now, I've been reading the Bible, y'all, because Von Tuka says it's true in allegorical terms and astrological wise terms. I'm gonna show y'all what I eat on a daily basis. Now, I was vegan, but I've been cheating lately, so I'm gonna show y'all. I just eat straight pasta salads, you know. This is season. This is classic. Now it's a food shortage coming up, so I'm back to eat once a day. I've been, eating hella lately. Still same skinny nigga though. It's crazy. But the difference between the higher self and the ego. Now it's two voices in your head. I'm not gonna say the ego is the devil, but it's two voices in your head. Now y'all know in the cartoon, y'all got the motherfucking the God side of you and the devil side of you. The devil side is displayed as the ego. Now what is the ego? The ego is the one that has more control of your bad habits. The one that get them negative thoughts about every person that walk past. It's the person that holds. It's the lower. It's the listen. It's the lowest version of a higher self. I'm gonna just put it like the ego is just the lowest version of a higher self. I'm gonna say that again. The ego is just the lower version of the higher self. Now you say Cosmic Leo. Why do you say that the ego is the lowest part of the, well, for one, the ego has more control of your habits. So say if you smoke weed, if you smoke tobacco, if you drink liquor, if you do anything that's a bad habit to you, and your higher self will know that you got to change that. But your ego will keep continuing to do that things. You know what I'm saying? Now the higher self is the one that wants you to change your whole life around. Your higher self is your truest self. It's the God of you. It's your highest level of consciousness. And the way you can connect to your higher self is through meditation. If you're a guy, semen retention. If you're a female, egg retention, whatever y'all call it. I'm just gonna call it y'all shit sexual transmutation. But that's what I think that's what shorty on, cause but anyway, we fuck shorty. But yeah, that was the ego talking, bro. But anyways, your higher self wants you to change your life around and live out to your truest potential. Wants you to get on your purpose. Your higher self is the one that wants you to start a new life. See, my higher self wants me to start a new life. It don't wants me to. It don't want me to stay here. It don't want me to be forever a mama's boy. You know what I mean? Your lowest self is the one that like, I can live here. I don't gotta pay no bills as long as I'm working. I don't wanna, I'm comfortable. Your higher self wants you out of your comfort zone. Y'all gotta understand. Your higher self wants you out of your comfort zone. Comfort is the worst disease ever. I'm gonna say that again. Comfort is the worst disease ever. If you get too comfortable, something's gonna bring you out your comfort zone. Whether that's in a relationship or anything, don't ever get too comfortable. For my egotistic guys that bang Future, what he say in that last album, "Bit don't get too comfortable. Bet not get too comfortable, nigga." And that's real shit. Now your higher self wants you to work to your full potential. It wants you to activate your higher self. It wants you to get you on that Christ consciousness, draw my religious people. But we call it the God-like, your God-like self, because we're all gods. I'm a God, you're a God. We were sent here to realize that we are God. We don't worship nobody but our damn self. Fuck all religion besides Buddha, because Buddhism is the closest religion to the truth. You know what I mean? But anyways, back to the ego. Your ego is the one that wants you to stay in them toxic relationships. Your ego is the one that Your ego is the one that has some emotional attachments to people you ain't supposed to be attached to. Your ego is the one that wants you to respond in a negative manner when you feel disrespected. And me, when I feel disrespected, I gotta display the disrespect, and that's the ego for me. You know, my higher self. I'm like, okay, cool, that's cool. But the ego, man, fuck you, nigga. Fuck you talking about. You know what I mean? So it goes both ways. And the ego never does. You just gotta learn how to control your ego and use it for good. You know what I mean? Your higher self is the one that got to stay you. See, when you was a kid, you was always connected to your higher self because you ain't have no ego. The ego wasn't you. You know what I mean? Little kids. Let's say, I'm gonna give you an example of an egotistic toddler or a kid, whatever. When the kid is spoiled or whatever, that builds up their ego. You know what I mean? When a kid is getting spoiled or whatever, that builds up their ego. That means they think they can have whatever they want. Things can go their way whenever they want it. That's egotistical. Now, a kid that's in his higher self, he just running around playing, not bothering nobody. He not even talking. We're not supposed to be talking. Kids don't even talk. They just make noise and just play and shit. You know what I mean? Your higher self is the one that wants. See, you see everybody that's successful today, they use their higher self. The ego is the one that holds you back from your true potential. The ego is the one. Ego is the one that wants you to do everything that's not the best thing to do for yourself. The higher self wants you to do everything that's gonna benefit you in the long run. And that's your boy Cosmic Leo. I'm out. I'm finna go meditate. Y'all have a good day. Take care of yourself. Out. Lone Wolf.